way back there with me. If he's doing, bro, come January 31st.
He's gonna do the tactics that he's been doing. So he may do some weird kind of, will it bother me? No, but what I really do want, I want the judges to pay attention to the actual who's landing what, instead of paying attention to, oh, this, all that.
Now that was good to say, because he started doing that after the uppercut.
This is the fight that I'm waiting for my entire life. I didn't have to make this fight. This fight, I could have just stayed at 135 pounds, comfortable at 35. I don't feel like no fighter at 135 can beat me.
The right fight for you, Teo?
The best fight in the best. And I think that since, after this performance by Crawford against Canelo, that type of fight and the magnitude it brings, you want to emulate it.
Everyone is watching the movement, but judges don't score footwork. They score clean shots. And this fight might expose everything. Shakur Stevenson reacted to Teofimo Lopez's latest training footage by saying that while Teofimo moves a lot in the ring, movement alone doesn't win fights. Shakur made it clear that judges should focus on who is landing the clean, effective punches instead of getting distracted by flashy footwork and unnecessary motion.
I really do want, I want the judges to pay attention to the actual who's landing what, instead of paying attention to, oh, this, all that.
Now that was good to say, because he started doing that after the uppercut.
Yeah.
That I missed, and all I saw was the dancing.
Yeah.
And you know what I feel? That he got the best of that situation.
Yes, for sure.
Because I didn't have the eye to catch that uppercut and little stuff he was doing.
I want the judges to pay attention. Okay, what landed and what.
Stevenson also stressed the importance of keeping a high and relentless pace throughout the fight. His goal is to apply constant pressure, stay sharp in every round, and slowly wear Teofimo Lopez down as the fight goes on.
Fight for that reason. That was my competitive edge kind of kicked in when I wanted to make this fight. I don't feel like size win fights. I didn't cherry pick. I didn't say, oh, I want to go to 140 and I want to fight a guy that's a tune-up fight or somebody that's going to get me ready for this challenge. 140, I said, let me get the Ring Magazine champion. Let's fight that guy. Let's fight the guy that's, all that more pressure stuff don't mean nothing. As long as I'm like locked in and I'm focused on what I'm supposed to be doing, nothing else matters around me. That 4-weight world champion, it means everything to me. That's me separating myself. A lot of these guys that they claim is the guys nowadays, none of them can say that they are a 4-weight world champion. Honestly, for a minute before Devin went and did it, none of them could say they was really 3-weight world champion. So now for me to go to the 4th and the next level is a different type of thing. And a lot of people gotta respect me, because at the end of the day, if they don't respect me, they don't got no choice but to. Whatever I feel like doing that night is what's gonna be done. My game plan is my game plan. I'm not gonna even tell nobody my game plan. My game plan gonna come out come fight night, and just be myself. Be myself, and everything gonna take care of itself. The best version of me can't be beat by none of these fighters. The problem is he keep going up there and saying that I'm.
Shakur Stevenson believes he made major improvements during training camp. He says fans will notice he is faster, sharper, and more explosive than in his last fight. Shakur expects this added speed and timing to surprise Teofimo Lopez and force him to adjust under pressure on fight night.
And he realized that I'm a lot faster than what he's expecting. That's going to throw him off a lot, because he watched my last, and my grandfather was kind of mad at me for my last, well, not mad at me. I don't mean my last fight. He said, you had to slow it down to see. And I'm like, yeah, I had to slow it down a little bit. But nah, it's the style that was in front of me. Like, that's why some people like, oh, he looks slow his last fight. The style that in me, sometimes when people think of speed, they don't understand speed don't mean nothing when it's inaccurate. He got a lot of weaknesses though. He's a very good fighter, but I do see a lot of weaknesses. He's not gonna correct them overnight. It's gonna be the same Teo that we done seen.
Stevenson's move up to 140 pounds is a big moment in his career. This will be his first professional fight in this weight class, and many analysts believe this could be the toughest challenge he has faced so far.
We set this fight up And I honestly did it because I wanted to push myself. I know that Teo is a tremendous fighter. I know he's on an extremely high level. And I feel like, well, I know that I can beat him, but I know that this should be a tough session, so I'm ready.
Who were some of the other options you had?
Lamont Roach.
That would have been a real good fight, man. But I mean, Teo, he's a bigger name though, so I see why you went with him.
Yeah, bigger name, and also he got the more accolades. He's been undisputed before. He's won belts at 35, won belts at 30, at 40. So he's more accomplished. So I know that would be a better name on my resume.
Yeah, a lot of people saying that this is going to be a tough fight for you.
I mean, they absolutely right to have their opinion. I already know this guy's good. I done came up in the amateurs with him. I chose this.
Teofimo Lopez has questioned Shakur Stevenson's punching power at 140 pounds, but he still respects his boxing skills. Lopez admits that Stevenson is a smart, technical fighter who can create problems, even if he believes the size difference could play a role.
Think of Shakur, his style.
Great fighter. Good fighter. He knows how to fight. He knows how to box inside, outside. He knows how to use his lateral movement. So I think that all those things I need in order to enhance my skill sets and also to challenge myself, because we can't say we are the best if we don't see it or look for it or even go out there and test it.
You've been critical of him, though, over recent months. Like you said, he had the power of a 6-year-old at one point on social media. You did, yeah. You had a lot of tweets over that.
I don't even remember. Dang. I don't even know what I'd be doing.
But you seem to believe that 140 may be a bridge too far for him, a step too far for him.
Shakur was honestly the most flawless from 123 all the way down to 114. Since then, he's had his shares of victories. I think 135 was his top tier. 140, I think we just gotta wait.
For Teofimo Lopez, this fight is about personal growth and pushing himself to the next level. His motivation comes from discipline and determination, not emotions. He fights to improve his life, sharpen his skills, and move his career forward.
It's a difference. I'm determined. No motivation. I have all the motivation I need. Got my family, peoples are good. I'm wealthy, healthy. Health is wealth. Determined for more, determined for a betterment of my life.
Despite the competitive tension, Lopez has made it clear that this fight is strictly business. He insists there is no personal hatred or friendship involved, only professional competition and respect for the sport.
Earlier in the show, we discussed a quote from Terrence Crawford, who's been training with Shakur Stevenson. Obviously, they're good friends, and he said that, quote unquote, Shakur is going to beat the F out of Teofimo Lopez. I'm just quoting you there. Teo, we know that you've had your problems with Crawford too. You guys got into it a couple of times last year, yelling at each other. Is there a little extra oomph for you in this fight, knowing that Crawford is in Shakur's corner?
No, not at all. Define the odds, man. Everybody be on that side. I think that they all have like some sort of group plan amongst each other. Even with Keyshawn Davis, they all think that they're gonna conquer boxing as friends. I don't think there's friends in this sport. I think Malik Scott would also agree to me on that part. I don't think this should be friends. This is a fight business. It's not about, hey, I want you to conquer this division, I'll conquer that division, we'll all be friends and we'll be champions. This is not the Klitschko brothers era.
Shakur Stevenson has suggested that there may be underlying tension between them, possibly rooted in jealousy. This comes from comments Lopez previously made about ESPN's promotion of fighters. Stevenson felt those remarks showed frustration and jealousy over the attention and exposure ESPN gives to certain fighters, which sparked controversy and heavy backlash in the boxing world.
Being pushed, but it seemed like to me, just from the outside looking in, that he was pushed ahead of you. He was getting the fights that you would. You were calling for Loma, he got Loma.
Yep.
You wanted other guys, he was getting other guys. Did you see him as a future foe? Because at one point you were 2 divisions ahead of him.
I think that everything just plays out the way it does, and eventually we was gonna end up meeting up with each other eventually. I think that that's how it works, right? When 2 greats collide, you're bound to see a great fight. So I never seen any jealousy in my part with him. I mean, for crying out loud, he fought for Team USA, he got a silver medal. And,
not during them times though,
and
bro.
the whole thing
not
was
during them times.
pushed.
I'm speaking on the times where I felt like you had a push start. You got the, you used to be ahead of me far as like, you was the code on Terrence Crawford card. I was underneath. Then you got the opportunity to fight with Lomachenko. And after that, I felt like I kind of got pushed more than you, and you felt some type of way about the way that I was pushed more than you when it came down to ESPN. I remember you saying a little comment with the ESPN only like black fighters and all that kind of stuff. And when you said that, I kind of felt like it was a shot at me. So
the hell? That's where we're going. ESPN only likes black fight. Remember that? But all right, let's take it there then. Shit, what are we saying, Tio? They only watching the black fighters over at ESPN?
I felt like it was a little bit of jealousy.
No, I just didn't give an F. That's all.
Cool.
Just didn't give an F about it at all.
Yeah, but when you said in
ended
comments,
up-
you said something there. It was something you said at that time. That was something. It was the way you felt, right?
Nah, I just pushed the movement that I felt like we was taking over as we are now.
Like I said, I think you the truth. I know I'm the truth. And
Stevenson has always said he looks for tough challenges, not easy wins. He chose to fight Teofimo Lopez because he sees him as a high-level opponent who can truly test his skills. This fight is about proving himself among boxing's elite, not chasing hype or spotlight.
You make mistakes, and I think I'm gonna capitalize off those mistakes.
But bro, what is it about you that has you, looking at a fighter that you know is the truth and then saying, I want to fight him? It seems like it should be normal if you're a fighter, right? But that stuff is dying off in the game right now. And I feel like you one of the last of the dying breed that actually want real challenges.
Yeah, I'm competitive, bro. So it's like, I want to be the best. So when I see certain guys out there, and I seen Tio his last fight, I was there front row, and I'm like, damn, this dude is like, he like a baby Roy, like he like doing things with his hands down, flashy. And I thought it was cool, so it kind of made me want to get in a ring with him and see if he could do them things against my style.
Your last fight was against William Zepeda in July, and you fought a totally different way. It wasn't the easiest way or the best way to.
Shakur has openly talked about his competitive mindset and his desire to face fighters who demand focus and adaptability. He believes real growth comes from difficult matchups, and that mentality drives his preparation and sharpens him for elite fights like this one.
Division at that time and then the one above you, but it sent a message to the fans, but I think it also did something for you to prove to yourself that, man, listen, that wasn't like my best performance, but I showed you I can get it out the mud. What did that performance kind of do for you now that you look back at it?
Honestly, I think like styles-wise, I think that Zepeda's style is the style that's supposed to give me the most trouble. Like guys that box and give me time to think is the guys that's gonna have a fit with me all night. But the guys who press me and put me against some ropes and throw a million punches, that's the style that's supposed to give me trouble. So I went out there and I prevailed against that style, and now I'm fighting against a boxer, which for me, it just makes it more fun. I don't have to deal with a guy that's trying to like wear me down so much.
Right.
So now I gotta play chess. I gotta do what I do best, play chess. So
In this matchup, the X factors could decide everything. For Shakur Stevenson, distance control and his jab are key. As a skilled southpaw, he uses smart footwork and quick jabs to control pace, break rhythm, and keep powerful fighters like Lopez at range while setting up body shots. For Teofimo Lopez, his knockout power and ability to cut off the ring are crucial. By using explosive angles and pressuring forward, Lopez can force close-range exchanges where his power becomes most dangerous.
What's the X factor for both in this fight?
The X factor for Shakur, to me, is distance, which he's very good at doing, especially with his feet. Him and Usyk, they both are very good.
Probing with the jab too,
yes,
right?
Probing with the jab, keeping the distance, making short steps going back. They really don't overcommit. And with Tio, I think it's going to be. I think like in Tio last fights, I don't know the last time we've seen a Tio big knockout how we used to see, especially since he moved up in the weight class. But I think this is a fight where he should go back to depending on that, not just going so powerful, but he should just pick his shots He should punch a lot where Shakur is going to be at and not where he's